Hello, folks. How are you guys doing today? It's been 2 weeks, so I'm here to show you all that I've made in the past 2 weeks, guys, and I've been busy. So, hello and welcome to all my new friends. So, I know you're here today to see what I've made and what I'm going to tell you. Well, I've been very busy and trying to do things. I have some new pattern, a new book, a new tutorial, and I have started my market. The past 2 weeks I have done a market. It was on the 7th, and I have another market coming up on the, which is tomorrow, the 21st. This is a twice a week market that I take part in the fall. So this market go up to, it go well. This year they had it all through the summer, but guys, in Arizona here, there's no joke in the summer to go to a market in the summertime. Which they have it in the evening, but it don't make a difference. It's still hot. Although the sun is in, it's still hot. So I haven't taken part in that summer market because summertime I stay in my house unless I'm going on vacation. So what I have to show you today. So first of all, I will show you my newest tutorial, my Stitch and Pattern Tuesday, and I've made a lot of these guys because I made a few before I start ranting and raving, guys. My phone have been giving me a very difficult time recording. It's telling me I don't have enough space. I need to delete. So I delete. I start a video. It's not enough space, and then patching it up. It was the worst. So I kept doing this tutorial over and over. I did it. I didn't like how it looked. I did it over. I finally got it somewhat, and I hope you like it and you are able to understand, what I'm trying to bring across to you. So let's get down to see what I'm talking about. So I have made, in the past 2 weeks, I have made about 3, 4 turtle. These are turtles, but I call there's a turtle in the pattern. So these are my plushy turtle. Look at this one, guys. He look like he got a face. I put a little nose on him. He look weird. And if you look at him, he look like if he got a little nostril right where the stitch is. So that's my little turtle. I use the excuse me, guys. I think I got a frog in my throat. So I've used Dollar Tree Chanel yarn, and I use Honey Bunny yarn for this pattern, for this particular one. So see, this one come out a little smaller compared to this, and this yarn is a Michael brand yarn, both of them. It's is it the Sweet Snuggle? Hold a minute, I'll get that. I wouldn't get a particular same color, but I'll show you the ball band of one of the yarn. So I've used Chanel Home Slim, this yarn from Michael's, and I've been loving this yarn, guys. So I use it in this terracotta color and this like a blush color, and this turtle compared to this one come out much bigger. See, so I've made that one. Then I made this. I had some Honey Bunny yarn left back, and I made this one, the orange color is like, I made this Honey Bunny one. So this one and this one kind of like the same size. Which one is a, so this is the turtles. So these are 3. I have one more. And what I did with this yarn, this is a Dollar Tree yarn, but I held it with a number 4 weight yarn, and then I take the number 4 weight yarn and I made like the fins and the head and so on. So this one is a different one. It's a two-tone, if you notice, like a peach and color. So all the fins too are different colors. So you know, you can use whatever yarn you want. It just your project will come a little bigger or smaller. But last market I took about 5 turtles and I sold 3, and I sold 2 of the one that I make out of my pattern, this pattern. So you see I have a turtle parade. So these are my turtles, and I will be taking them to the market tomorrow. So so these are my turtle. Oh, we have one more. Don't be left out. This one feel left out. So I throw them on the bed there. Those work up very quick and I love making them. So I will continue to make it. That's my pattern. I'll try and see if I could link it in the description box below. So if I don't link it, you can check my Stitch and Pattern Tuesday for this week, and I have it there. So my next project that I did, I bought a book. But before I show you that, I'll show you a pattern that I got from YouTube. So, and this is a quick and easy pattern. I do not celebrate Halloween. I made 3 of these little ghosts and I got 2 sold at my market. So I decided to make a few more. So far I made 2 more. Maybe I'll whip up another one. I don't want to make too much seasonal stuff, because if they don't get sold at this market, I will probably have to keep it for the next market. So I'm not doing as much. Maybe if I had start the market in September. When did I start? I start the market in October. Maybe if I start the market in September, I would make a lot more seasonal stuff. So let me show you those little ghosts. These little ghosts is from the channel Rose and Lily, I think it is. And these I work up so fast, and I bought some yarn from Walmart because I could not find any white yarn at Michael's. I keep getting these half white creamish color. So I had to buy the Walmart brand white, and I'll show it to you in the blanket yarn. It is a blanket yarn, but this a cozy Chanel. This is not a Chanel yarn. This is a blanket type yarn. And it's what? I don't know, but it's Mainstay, sorry. It's the Mainstay brand. So I bought that and I made these 2 ghosts. I made 2 before and I took it to the market and it sold. So I made 3, sorry. And I have 1 more. So I will have these 3 ghosts. I don't think I'll do any more. So, but maybe what I could do is walk with the yarn, and if I see that it's a popular item at my market tomorrow, I could whip some up because these work up very quick. So here I put some kawaii eyes and I put a little nose, and look at his mouth. So I put a little mouth for him like he's doing. And this one I have to finish. I have to put a little mouth, but this time I embroider some eyes. Little thing, a little. So I embroider some eyes on this. So these are my 2 ghosts, and I'm going to be labeling these, doing some labels and put on some stuff on my tonight. Tonight I have to do some labeling and so on. So these are my ghosts for tomorrow. And I made this little, I have this pattern that I bought from Etsy. I made this pattern quite a few times here on my channel, but the pattern that I have is with a cookie, so I made my own cheese. I give the cat a piece of cheese. So this is what it looks like. Cat with a piece of cheese. So that's my little cat. I'm making some little, small items that kids could gravitate to. What I normally do at my market, I would sell one of these, and I just whip these up. You do like 18 stitches. It all depends on your yarn if you want it small. What I do, I start with a magic ring, and if I do 12 and I like the how big it is, but this is 18 stitches, and then I just continue working. And look at this, I use this Chanel Home Slim yarn from Michaels to make this. And I do it with some pink I had left over. So I'm trying to use all my pink. The last market, there was this gentleman that came and asked me if I have bee with black wings. I said, oh, that's a cool idea. So I made this one. I probably whip up a few more. What I do when I make these little things, I sell 1 for $6 and 2 for $10. People tend to gravitate more when you say they won't just buy one. They'll say, oh, let's get 2 because it's 2 for $10. So instead of selling it for $5, you could say 1 for $6 and 2 for $10. So that's a good little tip for your market. So people would buy more, tend to buy the 2. So I made that one, and then this is a much thicker, and this is the Snuggles yarn from Michaels too. And look at this. You can barely see his little eyes. Oh, it's so fluffy. But what I did to make this this yarn thicker, I double it. Because the the Snuggle yarn is a much thicker yarn. So that's what I did. So I have these two with black wings. And this is now black. That's another thing. I can't seem to find black blanket yarn or black. This look more grayish color. I can't find a black yarn at Michael's these days, at my Michael's. So I improvise with what I have. So I made those 3 bees. I made quite a few of these bees, and people bought them. They bought the 2 for 10 instead of buying 1. So I made a few more of those. I got one more. Here's another one, and this one have white wings. This would take me about, I think, less than 15 minutes to make. I have to time myself, but it's less than. And I put a little blush on this one, so that's my bee. And sometimes these fluff hold on each other so much. You have to be mindful. What I am doing to get rid of these fluff, I get like a one of those lint rollers. Yes, so I am making some more beads, and you will see that in my whip section. So I bought a book, and this book that I bought have some pattern. And I use the Chanel yarn to make these. Sorry, no, this one is a blanket yarn, and these are just some leftover blanket yarn that I had, and I made these squid. I made 2. I don't know where the other one is. It's somewhere around. But the other one that I made is much shorter. Let me see if I can find it so you could compare. Sorry guys, I could not find the other squid that I made. So this is a pattern from a book, and this is my latest book. I got what did I get? Was it $20? No. I was at as I was saying, I was at Joann's. I can't remember the reason why I end up at Joann. Did I had coupon or anyhow? And I bought this book. So this book is using a smaller weight yarn. I'll tell you exactly what weight yarn they're using for this. They are using, oh, it's just technique. For this, you would think they would tell you. Yeah, they didn't tell you. Let me just read this a bit. I could not find the weight of yarn that they used to make these squid, but because they look small, if you look here, and so I think it's a very, maybe a number 1 weight yarn, but they suggest a 1mm hook with cotton lace yarn to make. There's a pair of earrings here, squid earrings. So that's what they do. It's just I would say this is a recipe. You use what yarn you would like to, but I work up this squid right here in this blanket yarn, and this is how big it is. It's very big. Yeah, now I would say, let me see, I haven't, how tall it is. It's about, from tip to tentacle, it's about, when you measure the tentacles, it's about 9 inches, I would say. But the body is about 6 inches. So you can use the yarn and you can make these up. So that's a good thing. So I bought that book. So I have intention of making a lot of these. And yeah, so we'll see. Stay tuned to see what else I'll make from that book. So the next thing I've made is a fox. So at my market, there was a lot of mothers and so on. So they are concerned about the safety eyes, for babies. And I understand that. So what I'm trying to do is give them some animals that are geared more to babies, which, and I did had some rattles and I did get some of those sold. And I think I got like, how many sold? I would say about 2 to 3. So I made up this fox. I got parts, guys. I took part of one fox from an amigurumi book. I made this part. The fox in the amigurumi book have eyes, safety eyes. I embroider my eyes. Then I take another animal leg because I didn't like that leg from the fox. And I, so this fox got like 3 different animal body parts. That's the good thing about making amigurumi. Then this tail is from another pattern because I didn't want to do the pattern in this, the tail from this. So this is how it came out, and I love it. At my market, I find that my price range, the most things I get sell amigurumi and stuff. Sometimes you will find people buying a lot of big ticket items. I'll tell you guys, craft market, doing markets, some days it's not always the same every time. Sometimes you will go and you will find people just come and want to spend money and they don't even care what the price is. Then sometime you will find some people just come, they look at the price and they walk away. So what I'm doing, I find that people, the sweet spot for me is like 40 to 30, 35, $40. So I'm making like these, I do have some big ticket items and I just don't bring the price down. I remember when I used to do the market, I had this zebra and I would not bring the price down. And eventually, somebody came and just saw it, didn't just look at the price and said, I want that. you know. And last week I had this lady came and I made some chicken and I took the chicken with me. I think I put my chicken for $18. I see people selling chicken for $22. She said, "Oh, that's too expensive." Sometimes people don't understand the cost. I think that you could never pay back yourself for your time. If you was to pay for your time fully, you won't people won't want to pay for your stuff. Anyhow, I'm not ramping or raving. Sorry guys. So I made this and this is my fox. What I used for this fox, I used a yarn that I got. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. So I use this and the color is, let me see. This is 100% acrylic. But guys, this is burnt pumpkin. And I like this yarn. I use that and I use this cream. I remember I do a yarn haul that I got from the thrift shop. I use this fashion knit yarn. And this yarn, it's a bit, it said it's a number 4. It is. Yes, a 4 ply. But it's a bit heavier than this yarn than the, I love this yarn. Anyhow, they're both acrylic and it work up very nicely. So that's what I use to make the fox. So that's my fox. Then I entered this giveaway from Paris Crochet Flow. Hi Paris, if you're watching. I hope you're doing good and you're busy making those amigurumi, girls. So thank you very much for the pattern. So I choose the pattern. Choose a pattern from Etsy. And this pattern that I chose, it's like 5 different little amigurumis. I will link it somewhere, show you a picture somewhere here for you to see. And this pattern is from Aqua Wool. I think that's what it is. If not, I'll link it somewhere around here on the screen. And it is the Ami Party Ami. So these are like 5 different animals, and they made theirs in a lighter weight yarn, not a plush yarn. So I decided to try it out with some plush yarn I had. So there's a sloth, a bird, something else, and a dog. Anyhow, you'll see it in the pictures. So I decided to make it with this plush yarn that I have, this terracotta yarn from Michaels. And this is the Om Slim yarn. Well, the ears is, I made it in blanket yarn and 1 terracotta ears. So this is my little party dog. I supposed to make a party hat for it. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm looking at it and showing you it. It looked like the nose is a bit twist. But I think it's because of the patch. What do you think? Is my nose twist like it more over this side? Sometimes, you know, when you're looking at something, I don't think so. I think it's, yeah, I think it is twist. So I'll have to lose that out. How it looks, guys. Tell me in the comment section. So this is my little party dog. And this pattern was on sale. So if you're interested, you can go and check it out. So this is my winning from Paris Flow Crochet. If I'm saying the wrong thing, I will link it in the screen here. And I will try and link these patterns and things that I'm talking about in the description box below. The next pattern that I got a $5. Is it 5 or 10? Was it a $10? $10 if you spend $40. And then I got a $5 from Etsy. So I took my $5 and I bought some pattern. And I bought this pattern. I'll link it in across the screen, guys. So this is my, I think, what is it called? Whim Whimsy, folks. So I made this with the Om Slim. It looked like an alien. So you'll see another one that I make. These, some of them have, I think I need to put some more flowers on it. And I'll also put a picture of what it should look like on the screen. So I made two of these. This is one, but this one I embroider the eyes. Because again, as I mentioned, I'm trying to gear towards babies. Which I don't think babies could pull out safety eye, but it's better be mostly the 5 and 6 year old will pull it out, but the babies wouldn't. So this is one. This normally come with a beret on top. I have to make a beret. And this pattern, I'll link it so you can see all the things that is on it. The beret have like, I think I cinched the face a little bit too much. Let me show you the other one. And this one is made with the Om Slim yarn too. This Om Slim yarn, guys, is... So this is what it's supposed to look like. You're supposed to make it wearing a beret. So you make the beret. And on top of the beret, you put mushrooms and stuff like that. This one have safety eyes. Also, it comes with, you could put a pocket here. So there are like the same pattern, but there are like 4 different designs. So I will show you a picture on the screen. I'll put it somewhere here so you can see what I'm talking about. So this beret comes off. The ears go through the beret. So I show this beret could fit a baby. So this is the beret. It's made separate. And I made it using a blanket yarn. Then this is what it looks like. It looks like an alien guy. I don't know how people are going to take to it. So this is what these are the two that I have, that I made. So these are my two Wimkey. Is it? I gotta try and see. So these are my two little using Om Slim, Chanel Om Slim yarn. So I'm going to take it to the market. I like making them. They work up quick and so on. But the thing is that I didn't want to make too much because sometimes people, I don't know how people are going to take to it. So before I make too much, I just prefer to make like 1 or 2 and see how people, react to it. And then, so guys, have you ever made any of those pattern that I'm showing you there? And what do you think about it? So I have one more pattern that I got from Etsy, and let me get that one. So this is my next project, guys. Look at it. And it is a flower. My daughter said it looked like a Shopkins, and it does. It's cute. This is a little raindrop. So you buy this pattern. I'll link the shop name across the screen. I need to weave in my ends because I want to take this to the market tomorrow. I only made one. I thought this pattern, guys, sometimes when you get a pattern, you're so excited about it, you don't even read. How I know that a pattern is going to be big, I look at the amount of stitches that it have. So if I see a pattern have like 50 something, 80 something stitches, I know. Like the circumference is like 60 stitches, I know this is going to be big. I should have known that, but when I start crocheting it, I didn't. I said, Shonda, you should have read that pattern. You would have known that this is not a small thing. It would look cute, which I can modify the pattern and make it into little smaller ones where kids will want to take it on their backpacks and so on. So when I get the chance, I'll do that. So this, you do a little bit of color work. And this is Sunset Sunset is called the same thing I made my Benji monkey with. I had some leftovers and I use it to make, I think it's red heart. The color is sunset, I think. I can't remember. Anyhow, it was some a ball of like yarn that I already used and I have. The only part I got a little didn't like how it come out, but you know, is this part. It's supposed to be more sinking like this, but you know what? It's my first attempt and I will be making this again. So, remember I was telling you about some safety eyes I got? So I tried the safety eyes on this. Is those protruding safety eyes. It's perfect for this because you got that little buggy eye look. So I used the Walmart yarn for this, and this is the mainstay yarn in the yellow. I know that for sure. And then I just use whatever yarn. And this little, you see it have a little water drop, rain water drop. There's a water drop coming out from the flower. So this is what it looks like. I will also link a picture of this pattern somewhere here. So I love this and I will be definitely be making some more. So guys, I say no more pattern, no more pattern. So let's talk about YouTube patterns. So I found some YouTube pattern, and this pattern I was watching, who I saw made this pattern. I saw quite a few. I think Cassandra. I just love Cassandra. I love watching her podcast. Is it Cassandra? Oh my word. How come I can't remember? I like watching Cassandra patterns. What's her name? Yes, it is Cassandra. And then Caroline. But I was watching Cassandra's, and she was doing not so scary Halloween as she made these. So I immediately went to Joe's Web and I made these little spiders. This spider is using my honey bunny yarn, guys. The legs are all wonky and stuff, but I love them. So I'll be taking this with me tomorrow. And I put some kawaii eyes. This one don't have any, some sparkly pink eyes. I didn't put a string to make it hang. Maybe I should have. So this is my YouTube pattern that I did for this week. So for my work in progress, right now I am making some more bees. And let me get this yarn. And I'm using Sweet Snuggle. And this is a much chunkier yarn. Right now it's connected to another bee that I'm making. And my bees, I just wing my bees. So I'm using this bee. So this black that I'm using, today I went to Walmart and I got this. And I think this is the Walmart brand. Oh boy, I had the ball band somewhere around here. Sorry. But you know the Walmart yarn. I think they're mainstay too, but it's in a velvet. They said this is what is it? What is it? This is, ooh, this feels nice. Ooh. Can you imagine making a sweater in this, or a nice neck wrap? Ooh, this is so nice. Ooh, it's like a velvet. So I bought this because I can't find black at Michael's to match with this that I find at Michael's. So I'm using it to make some bees, some last minute bees for tomorrow. So I just finished this one using that. So I'm going to put on some little cheeks and I'm going to give him it wings. So I'll probably make like 4 or 5 of these. Depends, because I still have to price stuff and I still have to pack my truck. So my next pattern is this pattern, guys. I am making this duck. This is from Straw Animal. So I did not put any safety eyes because I'm going to embroider some eyes. I am working with this yarn from Joann's Respawn Lion brand. They said that this yarn is a number 4, but of course it's a number 4 medium. No, I need my glasses. The number 4 weight medium. This yarn have a natural feel. It have a natural look. I mean, you know, like something would be like wool. It feel like wool. It feel it more natural make. Then I bought that color, this cream color, and this color is parchment, and I bought this color. I love it, but guys, it's not a it's a very thin yarn. Sorry, shaking my camera. It's a very thin yarn. So my amigurumi, this duck, this is not a duck, guys, sorry, it's a goose. It's coming out smaller than I expect. All I have to make now is the 2 wings. I didn't even check to see if this duck have tail. It comes with clothes. I think I screw up the neck. The neck look a little fat. See? So I'm going to finish that. I don't know if I'm going to finish it to take to the market, but this is what I have. I'm working on right now. And those bees are quick, so that's why I'm making it quick to take to the market. For this yarn, I'm using a 3mm hook to make my little goose there. So I'm going to continue working on that. I would like to make one in this yarn, but I need a cream color. So maybe I go to my Hobby Lobby one day and get that color. Or probably I do have one somewhere. So I think that's what I have for you today. Oh, concerning my stamp that I was telling you about, I did receive a new one. They did send me a new one, guys, and this one, they made it perfect the way I wanted it. The same design. Let me get that and show you. So this is my new stamp. Look how bigger the letter is and everything. I will do a set of label and show you how I do my label, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. So this is my stamp that I ordered. So that's what I have for you today. I did buy some yarn last week, I think, when I went to Joann. So let me show you that. So the yarn I got from Joann is this yarn. My daughter said, most time me and my daughter, we go out. And, you know, I like going with her. And she would tell me, Mom, this is nice. So she said this would make a nice whale. So I bought this. And this is when Joann had buy 2 and get 1 free. Guys, I bought 2. I bought these 2. And when I got home, the third, and I bought some other things, the book and so on. When I got home, the third one wasn't in the bag. So the next day I had to go all the way back to Joann to get my third one. So this yarn here is the blanket, burned blanket. And I think it's like a ombre. And the color is deep teal. So this is what it looks like. Then I got this one. I think this one looked more fall. I was going to make some pumpkins with this. This would make some nice chicken. But you know why I didn't make any more chickens? Because last week I made chickens and I took them the last 2 weeks and I didn't sell not one. People look at them, cute, yeah, but nobody bought it. So this is burned blanket tweed. And the colorway is what? Sandy tweed. And I got one more. Let me get that. The next one I bought is this one. So I went back and got this one. Look all ragged. It's different shades of green. So I was going to do this in pumpkin and then make this, take this and make like the leaves and stuff. Maybe I would make like, oh, the thing is, not that I didn't get the chickens, I didn't get, I get some pumpkin sold, but the people tend to gravitate to the more smaller pumpkin. They don't want the bigger pumpkin. So I said I was going to make some small pumpkin. Maybe tonight before I go to bed, I'll make some pumpkins. But this is another this is an ombre. This is not an ombre color, but it look ombre. Yeah. So this is a ombre, and this colorway is got an ocean teal ombre. So this is ocean teal ombre, and this is deep teal. So they're kind of about the same family. So this is it. This would make a nice blanket, these two. Anyhow, so this is my yarn that I got. And so that's it. So I will talk to you in another video. Thank you guys. Don't forget to leave in the comments what you're working on. If you ever work with any of these yarn or any of these patterns, what more you would like to see more of, and so on. As for my Benji pattern, guys, pattern is written up, but like I mentioned, my phone is giving me so much trouble with pictures and doing stuff that I have some pictures. I had to delete a lot of stuff, and probably I accidentally delete some of the pictures. So a little I have a video that I'm definitely going to bring out with a pattern, but I want some more picture to show you how to attach stuff. Like for instance, the legs. I have that in a video, but I want to also put it in with a picture, how to do certain things and so on. So that is right now on pause. It's already written up, just to doing it some pictures to see detail how to do things, but it also will come with a tutorial. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy the time spent here, and that you will come back. You will hit that if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and leave in the comment section. So guys, love talking to you, love showing you what I'm making and so on. So maybe tomorrow, if I do have some time, I will show you, take a video of my market setup. So guys, I will talk to you. Until next time, remember to be kind. Bye. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.